43%. That is the number that stopped me cold. 43% of the wealth generated in real estate actually has nothing to do with buying or selling buildings. It comes from the completely invisible services required to keep those buildings running. You see the shiny apartment complex or the busy strip mall. You don't see the army of niche contractors who pull up in unmarked vans, work for 2 hours, and leave with $800. These are the forgotten services that rich landlords silently pay for every single month without complaining. After reviewing hundreds of business models and real operator stories, I realized that the people getting wealthy right now aren't inventing new apps. They are solving boring, unsexy problems for property owners who have too much to lose if those problems aren't fixed. If you only act on one idea from this list, make it the last one. It's the one that generates incredible recurring revenue with almost zero technical skill, and it solves a headache that property managers despise. My name is George. Let's get into it. Number 15, parking lot line striping. Let's start with something you see every day and never think about. When you pull into a commercial parking lot, you expect to see bright yellow or white lines, handicap stencils, and fire lanes, but those lines fade. And when they fade, the property owner faces liability and compliance issues. The counter-narrative here is that you don't need a massive construction crew to do this. According to operators in small business communities, the people making real money in this space aren't using cheap rollers. They invest in airless spray machines like a Graco or Titan, and they charge a premium for crisp, professional lines. Let's do the simple math. A standard parking lot might have 100 spots. Operators frequently charge $5 to $10 per line, plus extra for ADA stencils and stop bars. That is easily a $600 to $1,000 job. It takes a trained operator about 3 hours. Many enforce a $300 minimum charge just to show up. The boring factor is the advantage here. Nobody dreams of painting yellow lines on asphalt. That's exactly why the competition is low and the margins are high. Number 14, eviction cleanouts. This is probably the least attractive business on the entire list. But someone's trash is literally your income. When a tenant is evicted or abandons a property, they often leave everything behind. The landlord cannot rent that unit until it is completely empty and clean. Property managers lose money for every day that unit sits vacant. Enter the eviction cleanout service, also known as a trash out. The secret here, according to successful operators, is offering a move-out guarantee. You don't just haul away the trash. You clean it to a specific standard so that the maintenance team can immediately come in and paint. You charge based on labor, not just dumpster volume, because hauling a mattress is different from hauling a couch full of concrete rubble. A standard cleanout ranges from $500 to $2,500 depending on the severity. Do the math. If you contract with just 5 property management companies that each have 2 evictions a month, you're generating $5,000 to $25,000 a month. And here's something almost nobody tells you. The landlords don't care about the price. They care about speed. If you can clear a unit in 24 hours, you name your price. Number 13, multifamily pet waste removal. Does that sound exaggerated to you? Wait until you hear the numbers. People love their dogs, but in dense apartment complexes and HOAs, dog waste is a massive problem. If the grassy common areas become landmines, tenants complain and property values drop. So, property managers hire pooper scoopers. This is an incredibly low barrier business, often started for under $1,500 in equipment. Operators on business forums emphasize that success hinges entirely on route density. You don't want to drive 30 minutes between clients. You want the contract for an entire 300-unit complex. The pricing is typically based on the number of dogs or the square footage of the common area. A contract for a mid-sized complex can easily pay $400 to $800 a month. If you secure 10 complexes in the same neighborhood, you are making $4,000 to $8,000 a month for what amounts to a few hours of walking around with a bucket and a shovel a few times a week. It sounds almost illegal how simple it is. It's not. It's just a problem nobody else wants to solve. Number 12, dumpster pad cleaning. Before we get to the really high-ticket services, let's look at a specialized form of pressure washing. Every restaurant and commercial strip mall has a dumpster pad out back. Over time, these concrete pads become caked in intense grease, grime, and horrific odors. Standard pressure washing companies often avoid them because you can't just blast that grease into the storm drain. You need specific water reclamation systems to comply with environmental regulations. Because it requires specialized knowledge and equipment, you charge 2 to 2.5 times standard flat work rates. Operators frequently charge $150 to $300 per pad, and a strip mall might have 5 of them. You can clean them early in the morning before the business is open. That is a $750 to $1,500 morning. The pattern here is specialization. If you do what everyone else does, you get paid what everyone else gets paid. If you tackle the dirty, regulated jobs that others avoid, you command a premium. Number 11, valet trash collection. This is where the recurring revenue model gets really interesting. Valet trash is a luxury amenity for apartment complexes. Residents put their tied trash bags in a small bin outside their door between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. A worker comes through, collects all the bags, and carries them to the complex's main dumpster. That's it. No warehouse, no delivery truck, no disposal fees, because the waste goes into the dumpster the complex already pays for. You secure B2B contracts directly with the property manager. Let's do the simple math again. The complex charges the residents $25 a month for the amenity. They pay you $12 to $15 per door. In a 300-unit complex, that is $3,600 to $4,500 a month, guaranteed. You pay a college student $20 an hour to run the stairs for 3 hours a night, 5 nights a week. Your labor cost is maybe $200 a month. You pocket the rest. This is what Robert Kiyosaki talks about when he discusses building systems rather than just working a job. You're building a predictable, cash-flowing asset. Number 10, commercial dryer vent cleaning. Nobody wants to think about lint, but lint causes fires. In multi-story apartment buildings, dryer vents get clogged. If a fire breaks out, the liability for the landlord is catastrophic. So they pay to have them cleaned annually. The brilliant part of this business is the efficiency. Smart operators don't go unit to unit, moving heavy dryers and dealing with tenants. They use an air compressor with a reverse flow nozzle or a skipper ball, and they clean the vents entirely from the outside of the building. You can clean an entire wall of vents in an hour without ever stepping foot inside a living room. Standalone rates often sit around $175 to $200 per unit. If you contract to clean a 50-unit building, that is $8,750 to $10,000 for a few days of work. The boring factor is the advantage. Nobody's competing with you because nobody thinks blowing lint out of a pipe is exciting enough to build a business around. Number 9, biohazard and crime scene cleanup. Now we enter a category that requires a strong stomach, but the margins are staggering. Unattended deaths, severe accidents, or crimes happen in rental properties. When they do, standard cleaning companies will not and legally cannot touch them. You need specialized training in bloodborne pathogens and strict adherence to hazmat waste disposal regulations. This is an emergency service. When a property manager calls you, they are not shopping around for the lowest price. They need the problem solved immediately so the unit isn't condemned or left vacant. Jobs range from $2,500 to well over $10,000. And here is the part nobody mentions. You rarely have to chase down the property owner for payment. The insurance companies usually cover the hefty bills quickly because mitigating the damage is in their best interest. It is unsexy, it is difficult, but it is highly profitable. Number 8, ozone treatment and deep odor removal. Still with me? Good. Because this one solves a very specific, very expensive problem. Smoke damage, whether from cigarettes, cooking, or pets, deep-set odors ruin the rental value of a unit. Property owners trade horror stories about trying to paint over smoke, only to have the smell return weeks later. Professionals know that you can't just cover it up. You have to use commercial ozone generators in completely vacant units, combined with heavy oil-based primers like kills on the walls and ceilings. Ozone machines are highly toxic to humans and pets while running, which means it requires careful management. But because it completely neutralizes odors at the molecular level, landlords will happily pay $500 to $1,500 per unit to save a property that would otherwise rent for hundreds less per month. You're not selling a cleaning service. You're selling the restoration of their assets' value. Number 7, graffiti removal. Look at this. One day everything is normal, and the next day a brick wall on a commercial property is tagged with spray paint. Leaving graffiti up invites more vandalism. It signals that the property is neglected. Property managers want it gone yesterday. Standard pressure washing often just blasts the brick and drives the paint deeper. You need rapid response chemical treatments designed specifically for spray paint. The beautiful thing about this business is the lack of competition. Most pressure washers don't have local SEO set up for graffiti removal. If you rank for that term in your city, every property manager with a tagged building is calling you. You charge a premium for the rapid response. A job that takes 45 minutes of applying a chemical and gently rinsing it off can easily bill for $250 to $400. Number 6, retention pond maintenance. This is one you pass every day without noticing. In many suburban commercial developments, the city requires a drainage or retention pond to manage stormwater runoff. These ponds grow algae, collect trash, and can become a massive liability if they overflow or become stagnant breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Landlords and HOAs are legally required to maintain them. Service providers manage the algae levels, remove debris, and ensure the drainage pipes are clear. It is monthly contract work. Operators in the trenches emphasize the need for meticulous photo logs. Because the landlords are often remote, sending them before and after photos every month justifies the $300 to $800 monthly retainer. It is pure consistency. You show up, you maintain the system, and you collect the check. Number 5, pigeon and bird deterrent installation. If worms or bugs sounded crazy, wait until you hear about pigeons. Pigeons roost in building vents, on ledges, and over entryways. Their droppings are highly acidic and will literally degrade concrete and siding over time, not to mention the health hazards. Property managers frequently seek professional interventions for serious infestations. You bundle hot water power washing to remove the droppings with the installation of commercial deterrents like bird spikes, netting, or electric tracks. The materials are relatively cheap, but the installation is highly specialized because you are often working on ladders or lifts. A comprehensive deterrent installation on a commercial building can run anywhere from $2,000 to $8,000. It solves a painful, recurring problem permanently. Number 4, catch basin and storm drain clearing. And let me be honest with you for a moment. Most plumbing problems in large complexes are entirely preventable. When leaves, sediment, and trash clog the parking lot catch basins, the main sewer lines can back up directly into tenant units. This causes tens of thousands of dollars in water damage. Proactive landlords know this, so they pay specialized crews to manually scoop out the catch basins annually. It is dirty, physical work. You're literally pulling muck out of a drain, but landlords will gladly pay $100 to $200 per basin, and a large lot might have 20 of them. That is a $2,000 to $4,000 job that takes a day and requires almost zero expensive equipment, just a specialized shovel, some buckets, and the willingness to do what others won't. Number 3, roof soft washing. As we approach the top of the list, the margins get wider. Have you ever noticed those ugly black streaks on apartment roofs? That is a bacteria called Gliocapsa magma. It actually eats the limestone in the shingles, reducing the lifespan of a $50,000 roof. You cannot use high pressure to clean it, or you will destroy the shingles. You have to use a process called soft washing, applying a specific chemical mix at low pressure. Because it requires specialized knowledge of chemical ratios and safety protocols, it commands much higher pricing than standard pressure washing. A commercial roof soft wash can easily bill at $3,000 to $7,000. It is a high margin upgrade that extends the life of the landlord's most expensive physical asset. Number 2, awning cleaning. This pairs perfectly with the previous one. Every commercial strip mall or upscale apartment entrance has canvas or vinyl awnings. Over time, they collect mildew and look terrible. Replacing them costs thousands. Cleaning them incorrectly will tear the delicate fabric. Commercial landlords use awning cleaning to quickly refresh the curb appeal of a property without a massive capital expense. It is a soft washing process requiring care and the right detergents. A typical job might take 3 hours and bill out at $500 to $200 depending on the square footage. It is a quiet, predictable business that you can run out of a pickup truck. Number 1, commercial gutter guard installation. And here we are, the one that generates incredible revenue while solving a headache that property managers despise. Basic gutter cleaning on massive multifamily properties is dangerous and hard to scale. It is a low-price commodity service. But the real money isn't in cleaning the gutters. The real money is in selling the solution, so they never have to be cleaned again. You upsell commercial landlords on high-altitude gutter guard installations. You eliminate their need for biannual cleanings. The materials might cost you $2 to $4 a linear foot, but you install it for $12 to $25 a linear foot. On a massive complex with thousands of feet of gutter, a single contract can result in a $15,000 to $40,000 payday. You are not selling aluminum mesh. You are selling the complete elimination of a recurring maintenance liability. That is the reframe. None of these businesses are brilliant. All of them are consistent. The money isn't hiding in the exciting ideas. It never was. It is hiding in the boring ones that nobody else wants to do. When I first started studying business, I was also looking for the genius idea. I thought I needed to invent something new. But then you read books like The Millionaire Next Door, and you realize the people quietly accumulating wealth aren't tech founders. They are the people who own the fleet of trucks cleaning the dumpster pads. Think about Daniel and Alex, 2 guys who both wanted to leave their jobs. Alex spent 3 years trying to build an AI app that never got any traction because he was competing with thousands of engineers. Daniel bought an airless paint sprayer, started striping parking lots on the weekends, and within a year, he had contracts with 15 property management companies. He built a system, and Alex built a fantasy. The question isn't which of these businesses is best. The question is, which one can you start with what you have right now? Ask yourself first whether it pays you once or pays you every month. Hit that like button. It helps a lot. Subscribe if you want us to keep talking about real money and business strategies. Tell me in the comments which of these businesses surprised you the most. I'm George, and I'll see you in the next video.